Hello and welcome to another GCSE revision video. In this video we're looking at the June 2017 past paper. This is the third paper in the foundation tier of the 8300 series GCSEs by AQA, and we're picking up in question 25, which reads, there are 720 boys and 700 girls in a school. The probability that a boy chosen at random studies French is 2/3. The probability that a girl chosen at random studies French is 3/5. Work out the number of students in the school who study French. Okay then, well, probability is equal to event divided by sample space. I'm just going to put E over S. Now, the sample space will be the total number of, in this case, boys in the school, and the event is the number of boys who study French. We could also say that the sample space is the number of girls in the school, and that the event is the number of girls that study French, depending on which probability we're actually looking at. So 2/3 is equal to the number of boys that study French divided by the total number of boys in the school. So if we multiply the probability by the sample space, then we're going to get event over sample space times sample space. The sample spaces cancel out and we get back to our event. So all we have to do is multiply 2/3 times 720, and that will get us the number of boys that study French. And if we multiply 3/5 by 700, that will get us the number of girls that study French. And if we add the number of boys who study French to the number of girls who study French, that will give us the number of students that study French. So the answer is 2/3 times 720 plus 3/5 times 700. And of course this is a calculator paper, so we are allowed to use calculators, so I'm just going to grab my calculator. Okay, so I've got my calculator, so all I'm going to do is type in 2 divided by 3 equals, and that's 2/3. Do not round that to 0.6, whatever you do, because then you'll get a rounding error. So, and multiply that by 720. So there are 480 boys, and then I'll need my calculator again. Okay, so I've got my calculator, so it's just 3/5, 3 divided by 5. So you have 3/5 is 0.6, then we multiply that by 700, and that's 420. And now we add them up. We can either add them up in our heads or we could add them up on the calculator, whichever's easiest. I'm just going to add them up in my head because it's quicker. 2 plus 8 is 10. Carry the 1, 4 plus 4 is 8, so add the 1 is 9. So the answer is 900. So there are 900 students in the school who study French. Part 25b says, work out the probability that a student chosen at random from the whole school does not study French. Well, the sample space is dead easy because we already know that that's just 720 plus 700. So the number of students in the school is 1,420 because 7 plus 7 is 14. So that's going to be something over 1,420 So we now need to know, we know that there are 900 students who study French, so the number of students who don't study French is 1420 minus 900. So that's just 520, because we might as well just take away 100 and take away 1000 and add 100 back. So that's 1420 minus 1000 is 420, plus 100 is 520. Of course, this is a calculator paper, so we are allowed to use calculators. So I'm going to say that this is 520 over 1420. If you want to waste your time, which I don't recommend, you could cancel this down and simplify it, but I would recommend you don't do that because you're going to get full marks for 520 over 1420 anyway. So it's not worth wasting time cancelling down when you could be working on another question. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. If you're taking your GCSEs this year, I'd like to wish you every success with your revision and every success with your exams. And I look forward to seeing you in another video.